All right, hello everybody. I just have one idea, or two ideas actually, that I wanted to pass along that I've learned that has saved me some money by helping me cut out one full pass through my hay fields. So here it is. When you go into a farm equipment store and you ask about a tedder, they will tell you that it will help you get done with your hay faster because they will tell you that it helps you dry your hay faster. That's what they tell you. How does it do it? Well, when you cut your field, then you ted it. What the tedder does is it goes through and it spreads everything out, so you get more hay, or excuse me, less hay per square foot. So more of the field is covered. What that does is it allows the hay to dry faster, so you don't have to flip it as much. So if you're using a rake, well, you go through, you rake it, then you rake it again, then maybe you have to rake it a third time. So the tedder spreads it all out and it dries it faster. Well, here's the thing. What they don't tell you to do, well, let me say it this way. You ask them how to use it and they don't know because they work in a shop. So my advice is don't cut your field and then immediately run your tedder through it. That is not optimal, in my opinion. The reason why I don't think it's optimal is because that causes you to have to go through the field twice. Because if you cut your field with your deck and then you go through and ted it right away, well, you still have to go back through and flip it again because it hasn't had any time to dry. So your options are cut it, ted it right away, then ted it again, then rake it and bale it. Or what I suggest, cut it, let it dry for a full day. So you cut it in the morning, let it dry all day, and then come back, and whether that night or the next day after the dew burns off, then you ted it out and the rest of the hay will dry after you ted it. Then you can come back and you can rake it, and then it's ready to bale. So that very simple process has saved me a full pass through all of my fields every time I cut. The other thing I was going to mention is it also, if you're in a pinch, the tedder is nice because you can hit it more times and you can and that will help the hay dry faster. So what I would do is, let's say I cut the field and then rain shows up in the forecast. Well, then I am going to go out there and I'm going to spread it out right away because I want as much hay to get sun as soon as possible. So as much hay as possible, getting as much sun as possible. Then the second day, not the third day, the second day only, so the first half of the gestation period, before the hay is very dry at all, you're going to go hit that field as much as possible. That will dry your field out completely. And yeah, maybe you go through your field 5 or 6 times or even more. I've gone through a field, I think it was 8 times, and it dried it, and it was ready to bale the same day. So that will also save you. What you don't want to do is you don't want to cut the field and then go ted it a bunch of times because it's not going to do anything. It has to be in the second half of that gestation period in order to be effective. So that's my 2 cents. I hope it saves you some money because that's why I'm passing it along. I hope it saves you some time because that's also why I'm passing it along. And yeah, have a good day.